Is your base nearby?
Yeah, right next to it.
Okay, so I'm not getting a connection to the base. Reach rover is actually your base. He is receiving correction. I'm just trying to figure out why he's waiting for a fix. Is he in an area that's a little bit more trees?
No, but still, I'm right next to Omar, so yeah, mine is fixed. We should have reception. That's not complicated, you know.
So my dad and my brother are both out in the field working on a project right now, and they've got 2 rovers and a base station that they're trying to connect. The idea is that they want to work off of the same base station, but they don't want to use the cores or any kind of VRS because they want to maintain a short baseline and occupy the same point. And so I'm going to get on a call with them and troubleshoot the setup to ensure that they have everything that they need. And we're going to basically continue the project that they started, but this time we're going to have 2 rovers that are operating in the same project file. So all of the data is in one project. We don't need to merge anything. It's all coming in one system with one set of codes, and then they can kind of see who's collected what, so they're not duplicating efforts. So yeah, let's go ahead and call my brother and help them get set up. Okay, so let's start with you sharing your screen. Okay, so first things first, we need to connect to your base. Is your base nearby?
Yeah, right next to it.
Okay, so I'm not getting a connection to the base. Let's check your Wi-Fi settings. Yeah, because the Wi-Fi connection is to your rover.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
We gotta change these names because they're confusing. I know that Reach Rover is actually your base. Yeah. Okay, we'll refresh. There it is. So that Reach Rover is actually your base. Let me see if I can change it right now. Yeah, let's just change this right now so it's not confusing. So now, input correction is off. Output is LoRa radio. Base settings. Did you measure your HI?
Yeah, 5.36. 5.36.
So input HI, save. And then we need to choose the point from the project. Do you know what point number it was?
5023.
5023. Okay. So we'll save that. So now the broadcast will come from this position. Back. So input is off. Output is LoRa radio. What I like to see here is make sure this is at 902.0 megahertz and then 9.11 kb per second. So that all looks good. All right, so we're good with the base. Now let's connect to your rover. So input again is LoRa radio, and you can see you're fixed. So again, you have the same megahertz and kb per second. And yeah, so that all looks good. Okay, now let me call Baba and see his rover and make sure it connects.
Sure.
Okay, now we're going to call my dad and fix his rover to the same base. Hello again. Okay, so input. So he is receiving correction. I'm just trying to figure out why he's waiting for a fix. Is he in an area that's a little bit more trees, or?
By utility pole. No, but still, I'm right next to Omar, so yeah, mine is fixed. We should have reception.
So it sees the base. There you go.
Okay, it's fixed
there
now.
you go, fixed now. So go ahead and just move your receiver around so that you can get the tilt compensation. Yep. So now you go to your points and you can start measuring, you know. And Omar is also fixed.
Omar is fixed, but you need to walk him through how to change his rod height.
So Omar, look at Bubba's phone. So it's simple. You see, there's 2 settings you guys need to know. There's the gear, right? This will allow you to change it from instant to averaging. Depending on what kind of point you're measuring, you may want to average the points over time. And then next to it, you have the rod height. So make sure this quick release, for you, Bubba, Omar doesn't have this setting, but make sure this is turned off because we're not using the quick release. And then you just set your height here, right?
It's set 5.91, right?
Yep, you're good. And then this is just your standard deviation and then the coordinates, so you don't really need to know that.
Okay.
And
so
then
now we are connected to the base. We are working off the base.
You are connected to the base, yeah. And the way you check, so you can make sure, you go to receivers down at the bottom, and you see where it says correction input. It needs to say LoRa radio.
Yes.
If it says NTRIP, then you are connected to the internet. So you don't want that. You want LoRa radio, just like down here.
Yeah. Can we work off the same project?
You can work off the same project. So if you
I can be able to see the points too. Can you add him?
No, you have to add him to your project.
Oh, so I had to do it on my.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna.
That's not complicated, you know.
No, but Ox, it's easier. It's better. Almost right. You should do it that way because that way you guys aren't duplicating efforts. Okay, so now we're going to link their two accounts so that all the data is collected on one project.
I know me.
Hello. So we'll go here.
Oh, cool. I'm signed in already.
Team members, and then we're going to invite. Go and type in Bubba's email.
Okay. I'm sure I spelled that right.
Okay, we'll send an invitation. Now, Bubba, you're going to get an email on your end. Make sure you accept his email or his invitation.
Okay.
So there's almost, you can see I'm a team member for you as well. So if I was out in the field with you, I can work on the same project as you as well. And actually, what I can do right now is I can load up the project on my computer and I can watch you guys while you work and see where you're at. Okay, so Bubba's email has now been added. I'm going to call you, Bubba. We're going to finalize everything on your phone.
Sure. Okay, sir.
One last call. Almost through this.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you. I see your screen. Okay, so now we're going to go back to projects and we're going to switch over to Omar's workplace. All right. So now you can work in the same project with Omar and you guys have everything dumped into the same folder.
Oh, it's in folder.
Yep.
Okay, question. Can I go back with my numbers or we have to continue? I'm going to start at 5,000.
No, you pick the point number. So here's the data collection, right? You have your codes, so you can put what kind of code you're using. And Omar has some codes in here already, so you can use the same codes as him.
Sure.
And then point number is here. So if he's starting at, let's say, 0.5,000, where did you leave off at?
1,100.
Let's start at 1,200, let's say. And then the other thing, and I was telling Omar this yesterday, use the camera feature. So when you turn on the camera, you can actually point it at different objects, especially if it's like a control point or a feature like a fire hydrant, so you can see the object yourself. Maybe ground shots or like sidewalk shots are not that important, but other featured shots you can add a picture.
If I wanted to.
If you want to, yeah. And I like doing this because then when I open up the application on the computer, if I need to see more information about a point, I can see the picture and I know exactly what I'm looking at. So if you like mislabel something, you can, or you're not sure what to label it right now, but when you get into the office, you can change your mind because you can still see the image. And what's nice here is it doesn't store in your camera roll, so it doesn't fill up the entire camera roll. It just lives in the app. So it's pretty nice.
Make sure you take the picture before you take the shot too. Or the picture before the shot or after the shot?
Before.
Okay, so you call that number the first base from yesterday 5,000, right? Because I want to go back and shoot it for check.
Yeah, so here's yesterday's base. So what we could do is stakeout. So you can go stake out the point and then measure the stakeout point.
Yeah, I know how to get to the stakeout from before. Okay. Well, I sent Omar to go and check it just to make sure we are good. Right. Thank you very much.
No problem. Good luck. And there you go. That is my consulting standard for helping my dad or anyone from the survey school when they're out in the field. So yeah, if this is something that you like and you want some support on collecting data in the field to ensure the highest level of accuracy, check out the link down in the description or visit thesurveyschool.com. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.